Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about the idea: did Trevor Phillips kill Patricia Madrazo, and sort of the evidence and the theories that could either suggest that or suggest that that's totally crazy. So to give you guys a little bit of background on Patricia, or Mrs. Madrazo, she was born in Mexico, 1956, moved to the United States at an unknown point in time. However, in 1983, she married Martin Madrazo, a Mexican gang leader. Now, as you guys can tell throughout the game, their marriage appears to be pretty unhappy, as Mr. Madrazo mistreats her, verbally abuses her, and is cheating on her with a Russian woman named Natalie Verona. Now, getting to the events of GTA 5, Patricia is kidnapped by Trevor Phillips after he saw her being mistreated by her husband. Trevor takes her to his trailer in Sandy Shores, where both he and Michael stay low. Now, during this time, Trevor develops feelings for her and admits that he actually loves her. Patricia never tries to escape while being held and spends her time cleaning Trevor's trailer and working on his garden. Now, eventually, due to the circumstances of the campaign, Trevor is forced to drive Patricia back to her home, much to his sadness, and it is soon revealed that Trevor seriously injured Martin and threatened to kill him for abusing Patricia, which you'll guys see in a little bit. He is heartbroken as he and Patricia said their emotional goodbyes. Luckily for Trevor, Patricia still calls and emails him later in the story. Now, that is kind of interesting. So basically, what happened to Patricia is, while being held captive by Trevor Phillips, she developed a symptom known as Stockholm Syndrome, which is a phenomenon in which hostages develop positive feelings toward their captor. Now, her care for Trevor is shown when she attempts to quell some of his bad habits, such as berating him for inhaling or drinking gasoline. While she's living with Trevor, she spends time cleaning the trailer, and it's practically spotless when she returns to Martin. However, that quickly reverts to normal once the campaign continues on. So let's talk about the things that suggest that Trevor may have actually indeed killed Patricia Madrazo. So let's start with an article of clothing that can be found inside of Trevor's wardrobe. So if you go in Trevor's wardrobe after the entire campaign, Trevor can actually wear Patricia's outfit, which is kind of like a pink sweatsuit or jumpsuit. So that's pretty interesting. If that was the outfit Patricia wore, how did Trevor end up getting his hands on it? That, to me, is one of the most interesting things of them all. And also, as we mentioned, she will actually call Trevor after the game is over. Now, in a little bit, I'm going to let you guys take a listen to some of these phone calls, and they're rather interesting. Now, Patricia always calls Trevor. It's never vice versa. And when Patricia calls, she always talks about how Trevor's such a good man, how she misses him. But then as soon as Trevor wants to steer the conversation towards, like, I miss you, or I really liked what we had, she always says she has to go, or Martin Madrazo is coming, or something along those lines. And that could be something that bothers Trevor.
Hello. Who is this?
It's me. I shouldn't have called.
Patricia! Mrs. Madrazo! Hey!
Are you behaving, Trevor?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Patricia, I really miss you. The time together. It was very important.
I have to go.
Oh, it's good to speak to you.
My thoughts are with you.
Is he, Martin, is he treating you well? If you ever...
You're a sweet boy, Trevor. A sweet man.
Patricia, I really miss you.
I have to go.
Patricia! Mrs. Madrazo!
Trevor. Oh, I miss you. All you boys.
Miss you too. I can't speak for the other boys.
You're such good friends.
It's a bit more complicated than that. Actually, Michael and I, not speaking.
Old friendships cannot be replaced.
Hey, how are you? Is Martin looking after you?
He's here. I've got to go.
He never really gets closure with Patricia and has to end up dropping her off, and this might be something that upsets him. Now, after the game is completed, and once you stop receiving phone calls from Patricia, if you actually try and call her phone, it will say that she is busy, and you won't actually able to connect with her. And this could actually end up upsetting Trevor and sent him into a fit of rage. Now, the theory is, and this is of course just a theory, that maybe Trevor developed the idea of, well, if I can't have you, then no one can, leading him to want to kill Patricia Madrazo so that at least Martin couldn't have her. It's kind of a win-lose situation where the only way Trevor feels better is the fact that she's with no one else if she can't be with him. And that's kind of the idea that I'm getting at. Now, I know this idea sounds pretty crazy and pretty wacky, but if you think about it, that's exactly what Trevor Phillips is, a psychopath, a deranged killer who actually has rumors of killing his brother as well. So it's actually no stranger that Trevor Phillips could kill the people he loved, as Ryan Phillips was actually rumored to be murdered by Trevor, his own brother. So that's my theory right there, as once the game is completed, you never hear from Patricia. There's no way to go inside Martin Madrazo's house. You never hear from her. You never see her. And the only thing you have left is her outfit. How did you just get the exact same outfit off of her without either being with her or possibly doing something to her? And this is actually very, very sad. And even outside of the cutscenes, you can see Trevor and Patricia doing some very interesting things, like holding hands, sitting together. They'll actually garden together, which is really crazy. So you can only see this at a particular time in the game when obviously they're together and before she's returned. And the ending is very, very sad too, when obviously Trevor threatens to basically kill Martin Madrazo if he ever lays a finger on Patricia. And it almost looks as if he ripped off one of his ears, as that's also the last time we hear from Martin Madrazo too, which is one of the craziest things ever. Now, there's many ways in which Trevor could have gotten away with this. Obviously, he could have just killed Martin Madrazo in the process, but all the other characters seem to thought that Patricia was just a maid. So Wei Chang, in his phone call to Trevor during the mission Bury the Hatchet, has no idea who Patricia is and assumes she's merely a maid. And Ron Jakowski also sends a text message to Trevor in which he refers to as Patricia as the maid. So it seems as if everyone outside of Trevor really didn't care a whole lot about Patricia and wouldn't have any idea if she went missing or if Trevor indeed ended up killing her. Now, according to the GTA Wiki page, if you go to Patricia Madrazo's profile, it will say that she is still alive, but that doesn't account for anything that could have happened off screen. That only accounts for anything that we saw in the game or in cutscenes, or that was something that was optional. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments section down below. What do you think happened to Patricia Madrazo once Trevor ended up dropping her back off at her husband's house? Do you think that's where he just left it? Do you think he went back and tried to get back together with Patricia? Do you think he went back and killed Martin and Patricia, as kind of the theories I was talking about earlier? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this interesting theory. If you did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Great effort to avoid one another. That's fucking perfect. Thank Michael for the statue. It is exquisite. Yeah, I will.